Do you need some note cards in a hurry? Do you need a gift super fast, maybe even yesterday? Watch this video. I'm going to show you how to make note cards 2 at a time and then have a pretty little box that you can decorate the top and have a fast last-minute gift. Now, that's what we're going to do in this video. I'm Dawn, creator of DD Creates Crafts, and this is the channel for simple, duplicatable cards you will enjoy making. Are you ready? Come on in and let's create some crafts. Turn you down so you can see everything. All right, I'm going to put these cards towards the bottom so you can see them as I'm making our main card. So, the first thing we're going to do is cut designer series paper so it'll fit the top of our box. So we're going to have a little square there and then decorate it. And assembled, it looks like this. Cute. Open it up. It'll hold like 6 6 note cards with envelopes. Now, the second thing we're going to do, still part of step 1, is to cut our designer series paper to go on top of the note cards. Now, to get just a 1/8 of an inch along all 4 sides, cut your designer series paper at 4 7/8 and 3 3/8. And that'll give you a pretty, perfectly fit piece of cardstock. Now, if you want to make sure you can find me again, hit the subscribe button right now while you're thinking of it. And let me tell you, when you subscribe, no one sees your name and no one contacts you. You can feel very comfortable subscribing, but I do want you to find me again. Now, step 2, I want you to adhere your new paper down flat to the actual note card, because what we're going to do is get us a label die and tape it down and die cut a hole into that first cardstock. Now, little tippy tip, when you're working with tape, whether it be washi tape or painter's tape or tape to, like purple tape to use during crafting, I've got to show you something. Put it to your skin before you use it, or put it on your clothes to get some of the sticky away, because look what happened when I made my first one. The tape didn't tear up nice and it ripped my paper and I had to start over. So I don't want that happening to you. So pretend I ran this through the machine, cut the die cut. It'll make a hole. You want it to go through the top layer only of your note card. So it'll look like this. And then the other piece, the opposite side of this is this. So we're going to make our 2 note cards using these 2 pieces of pretty designer series paper cardstock. Now you're probably thinking already, I so want that cardstock, because this is part of the family of this cardstock. This, it's so beautiful. Let me show you all the different, look at all the different designs. It's in the pastel family. They're feminine, they're lovely. And then this is the stamp set I'm using called Hello Friendly. Now the reason I'm telling you about this more towards the beginning of the video is because this paper and this stamp set that I'm using to make our gift and our fast cards that we're going to make at the same time, this is free. You can't order it, you can't buy it, you can only get it for free. Now, with an order of 100 or more, you get both of these for free. If you don't want to spend that much, you still get free stuff. It's called Celebration. It's from Stampin' Up, and with each increment of 50 that you order, you get a free gift of your choice from the Celebration catalog. Yes, I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and if you don't already have a demonstrator, will you pick me to be your demonstrator? Now, step 3, moving right along. We chose our label, we have cut it out, and we've punched up the little die. I like to tape these 2 together just to give it a little more weight. So let's go ahead and just adhere that down. It was sticking pretty good on its own, because we're going to pop it up on this side, and that's going to be so lovely. This side, what are we going to do? We're going to stamp the image so that when we open our pretty card, it's like a little peekaboo and have our pretty bird. So what I want to bring over is, let me put this just to the side for us. Yeah, let me move this out of the way real quick. These are so strong. This is the Stamparatus. I'm going to line up. I'm so used to doing it so separate, you know, for my die. I'm going to line up my baby bird, to see, make sure he fits in our little peephole right here. Now I can erase that and put my magnets down, because watch, I'm going to close the lid. My stamp is going to stick to the lid. I'm going to add ink to it. I'm going to go ahead and use the black Memento ink because I really want it to show up, and he's kind of the star of the show. Now, if we put him down, stamp the first time, and it's a little sketchy, let's call it right there, we can put more ink on our stamp, come back, stamp it a second time because it lines up perfectly thanks to this machine called Stamparatus. So look, that's the star of our show right there. So I'm going to take him off, and the second stamping I wanted to do is to match this side. Everything's real matchy-matchy. What I wanted to do is a little more stamping, and I want to do some flowers stamped right onto this print paper. It has the coolest effect. So again, making sure that's on the edge. My stamp sticks to the top. I'm going to add some black ink. Because it's on print paper, this will really make them stand out on your print paper. Isn't that fun? Beautiful, don't you think? Now the Stamparatus, I highly recommend it for new stampers, mainly because it really gives you confidence with your stamping. You get perfect stamping every time. And also, there's so much you can do with it. I'm going to do a class on the Stamparatus in the month of March, but for now, it's Stamparatus, stamping, an apparatus for stamping. So I wanted to introduce that to you, and the price point is excellent. It's less than brand X that's on the market that we're all familiar with. So I'll put a link to that at the bottom. So this part I'm going to say is done. So this second card, let's adhere down our matchy-matchy cardstock, and really, you see this part? Look, all I did was flip the cardstock from this part over because I was confident it would match because it's Stampin' Up! And they color coordinate everything from the inks to the papers to the ribbon, everything. Okay, so let me put this down. I'm lining it up careful so my margins are eyeballing as close as humanly possible. So we're going to work with this one, and we're going to work with this one. And now the two cards are done. We're just going to decorate them. So this little guy that we popped out from here, we're going to pop him up with some dimensionals. So let's put some dimensionals on our little guy, our label that we made from the Tastefully labels. And I'm just going to pop it up. I'm peeling off the little cellophanes. These dimensionals are foam. And they just, can you see how slight and they're raised? So they will give a little dimension to, see, it's raised. Isn't that just lovely? Now, I have already fussy cut the flowers that I stamped to save us time. So they're gonna look like this. And I even did a little leaf just in case. And I had some smaller little flowers. Just stamp enough, cut enough that you have enough to decorate for yourself, for your own style. Now, you could just take, because of this stamp, and just line it up like this, and that's lovely, but I wanted mine kind of underneath and kind of on top. So for me, what I did was I just, let me make this on the top, I fussy cut these flowers apart from each other. And you can use, let me make sure I'm cutting it correctly. You can use them both because the one that, now this one, perfect, it can go on top. See, that one's got ragged edges. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna tuck him right there, right underneath our little raised circle. So precious. Let's add that, little glue, little dab will do you, right? Okay, whoa, I dropped him. All right, so get under there, little guy. And then this pretty flower, let's put some adhesive on it. I do like glue for certain things because it really gives you some wiggle room. Literal wiggle room. All right, I'm gonna put a third flower here and then the one on the opposite side. So I'm just, the only fussy cutting I saved till the video was this, so I could show you how I did it. So this, again, we're gonna tuck underneath, so we're not wasting our flowers. So this one, let's see which direction I want him. I think I'll go that way. So do put your glue towards the part that's gonna be right on our little pop-up section, and then I'll teach you a little trick. We're gonna still add some pop-ups. And this guy, a little glue, because I want to slide it right underneath there. See? There we go. Now I did take some dimensionals. I gotta peel it off. It's sticking to my finger. And I'm gonna put this just under this flower. So it's still popped up, but it's not popped up any more than our middle section. Another thing I almost forgot to share with you, this is just so stinking cute. Get you a marker or a colored pencil, and the only thing, well, you can color whatever you want, but the only thing I'm gonna color is the center of my flowers, just to give them something a little different or a little extra from the actual print paper that we printed. I mean, cute, right? So then I've got a little bling that's so pretty. Look, it's just kind of opalescent and just lovely. So we could put, I'm gonna put one right there. Now you're thinking, these are birthdays. So why don't we could tuck this underneath. We could put this on top. You can leave it blank and glue it to the inside. But this whole month, I'm gonna feature birthday cards for us. You know why? Today is my birthday, gonna have a good time. Okay, I can stamp, I can't sing, but today's really my birthday. So I thought, okay, for the whole month of February, let's do birthday cards. I'm gonna feature masculine birthday cards and all kinds. Maybe some super wild ones, like bright, fun colors, and then some subtle ones like this one. Now this, what we're doing is we're adhering the little flowers underneath. He can go underneath. I think I'll do, okay. I was kind of second guessing myself. I'll just wedge it, you know. That's cute. Let me put a little glue up there. And I got a little carried away with glue right there, so let me brush them off. And then we could always take a little piece of scrap and just scrape that off. I'll use my finger just to get some sticky off of it. Don't do that. Okay, do we want one up here as well, or a little one? I think, oh, that's sweet. I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna take this little one and copy the card, the purple card that I did. I think I did do a big one, but this guy, we could just do this. Or does he look too kind of bare? He needs a big one. I'm so sorry. I am going to interrupt with a little more fussy cutting. Now with fussy cutting, always move your paper and not your scissors, and you will get beautiful cuts. Did I do the dimensional? Yeah. Oh my stars, do you see all the sticky that's still left on my fingers? All right, this one needs some opals as well. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put one right inside the card. We are done. I wanna see what you think, because we have got this pretty card, and then we've got the matching. And that's how you make two cards at once, is we're gonna use the one piece of paper and flip it over and use the back, one die cut, use the actual die cut. What do you think about this? Comment below whether or not you've ever used the note card size. It's 3 5/8 by 5 1/8. Let me know if you've ever made a card this size versus the regular A2 card. I'm curious to know. And you can make your box, and I'll put a link how you order the boxes as well. So we've got the green, and we've got our purple. Do you have a favorite, you guys? Oh, let me take this away so you can see it even better. Move everything out of the way because I want my little baby cards to be the features here so you can see it real good. All right, here's our little lovelies. Do you like the green or the purple better? What? I can't even decide. They're different, but they're the same, you know? So your step 4 was to stamp the inside. I got ahead of myself. Now, if you're having fun and you're learning a little something new, go ahead and go boop and hit the like button and just show me a little love. Now we've adhered our decorations that we fussy cut out to our cards. We've added our bling, and that is your step 5, is to use the dimensionals and pop up just a couple of them, you know? So in closing, I want to know if you had a good time. I want to know if you're going to make these note cards. And did you like that we can make 2 cards at the same time? What? I know. All right. Stay tuned. The next video you're going to love. And remember, hit the subscribe button before you watch the next video. Bye, you guys.